Hello, friends. My name is Aslam Sheikh, your host for this evening. I'm the founder and CEO of Alif, a platform to promote the global perspective of education and career. This is our 32nd webinar series and broadcasted live on Facebook and YouTube channels. Every Friday, we aim to bring in the valuable speakers to discuss the topics that is important to our students and parents. For the benefit of our students who are joining first time, let me introduce you quickly who we are and what we do. So I'll share the screen so that you can have a look at it, the brochure, which I'm going to present you. Company name is Alif. Alif is the first alphabet in Arabic and Urdu language, which signifies the beginning. And hence, a study abroad is usually a first step for most of the students to go abroad and have a new beginning of their education career. That's the reason why we kept this name. This is our core team in Alif. As a company we established in 2008, we have counseled over 23,000 students so far. We are having 100% admission ratio to the universities we represent, 95% visa success ratio, and we represent the university of across 14 plus countries. As a company, we are registered and accepted by the world leaders in our industry, ISEF and WEBA from Germany and Switzerland respectively. We also register with British Council and other organizations. In this COVID, we had a good news to smile on. So we've been rated as the top 10 most recommended overseas education consultant by Inside Success magazine. We promise our students 100% guaranteed to the admission to the university we represent. These are some of the universities where our students are studying across the different countries and for the various courses from bachelor's to master's. We also help our students to get scholarship, and till now, as on 2019, we have distributed of a scholarship of worth rupees 23 crores to our students under various heads to different universities. These are some of our students who have gained the scholarship, and the scholarship amount could be as low as $1,500, that's 1.5 lakh rupees approximately, to as high as total tuition fee waiver in Germany. We help our students through career counseling. If you are confused about what career you want to pursue, we help you from that point of view up till preparing you for IELTS coaching, which is exam compulsory, almost compulsory for most of the schools and colleges. Alif has also been a Silver Partner Award winner by the British Council IELTS. And in study abroad, we help our students right from student profiling to finding the accommodation and beyond. These are some of the countries which we represent across the different continents of Europe, North America, Middle East, and Asia Pacific. We also help our students in preparing themselves rather than just preparing for documents so that they can face the new type of world which they are going to live in. We also help our students by visiting them and getting their feedback so that it helps our new students to get the insights about that university and country. We maintain a healthy 95% success, a student satisfaction ratio. We've been followed on Facebook. We have got third largest followership on Facebook in India for study abroad domain. 96,000 plus students follows us. And we have got pretty decent followership in other social media platform as well. These are some of our events which we have organized or which we have participated in India or in abroad. You can see some of our counselors who are visiting our students in different countries and meeting them in person. These are some of our student success stories, like Shweta from Mumbai, now settled in New Jersey. She completed her master's in electrical engineering from US, from State University of New York, and she was also awarded the Outstanding Graduate Workshop Scholarship. There's another student who has got a job after doing his MBA in Dell Technologies in Ireland. Akshay is, again, a very good case study for the students to follow. Very mediocre students in terms of percentage, but he made for himself a big career. And about me, well, I've counseled over 1,000 students so far. I've traveled to 14 countries, have been certified counselor by ISEF, WEBA, was also the ex-president of BNI Plus chapter, and the member of Swiss Indo or the German Indo Chamber of Commerce. I was also selected among the top 10 best consulting leaders for 2020. So that's about us. Now let's move on to today's topic, which is very exciting, and we already got a lot of inquiries and questions from students and parents. And the topic is whether it's safe to go abroad for education in this COVID time. And in order to discuss this exciting and interesting subject, we have with us for a change, our student community joining us from different parts of the world as a mentor for you out of their experience, what they have achieved so far. So let me introduce them one by one. Let me have our first student mentor in the frame. Let's welcome Juhi Paramban. Hello,
Hi,
Juhi.
guys. Hello, sir. Hi, everyone. I am Juhi Paramban and I'm studying in College de Paris in France
Thank you,
from
Juhi.
October.
So, yes, thank you very much. So, Juhi, she's studying her MBA in College de Paris in France, and
Yes.
as the name suggests, she's in one of the most beautiful cities in the world, and she's enjoying her studies. Thank you, Juhi. I'll come back to you. Okay, let's move to our next speaker. Our next speaker is Rylan Barnes. Hi, Rylan.
Hi, sir. Hi, everyone. I am actually studying from Budapest Metropolitan University, which is in Hungary, in Budapest, and I'm
Right.
studying
So,
from October.
right. So Ryan has decided to join the foreign education, but with a twist and change that he's at the moment pursuing his online course from India. And soon, once the session is available, he'll be able to travel and join the course back in Hungary in Budapest Metropolitan University. Thank you, Ryan, for joining us. I'll come back to you again.
Yes.
And our next speaker is Prachi Mehta. Hello, Prachi.
Hi, sir. Hi, everyone.
Yeah. Hi, Prachi. Thank you very much for joining. Prachi is studying her MSc in Behavioral Analytics at the Monash University of Australia. That's her dream university she wanted to join, and we are happy that she is studying at the university what she was aiming for. Thank you, Prachi, for taking out time and joining us.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for inviting.
Thank you very much. Okay, and we have one more student. He is attending his class. See, the students are very sincere in their education. So he's attending our class, but soon he's over. He's going to join us. So meantime, let's continue our conversation with our students who are available at this point of time. And before we go further, for the benefits of our viewers, if you have any question, you are feel free to write a comment in the comment box, and any of our student mentor will be able and will be happy to answer the questions which you may have for us. So let's go further and introduce this topic. Like friends, many students and parents approached us and they were asking that they are in dilemma. The dilemma is, should we wait and waste our time because time is precious and it's not going to come back? Or at the same time, should we not concern about the health and safety measures? And it's a dilemma to answer, and there is no right or wrong answer. There is no black and white answer. It really depends upon the person how he or she sees this challenging time. As a counselor, our job is to give you the fair information about what's happening across the world and then help you to take a wise decision. In order to move further in our endeavor to make you and help you to take a wise decision, this topic and our students who are joining from different countries would surely help you with their insights on the current scenario in those particular countries and how they are coping up with this COVID challenge. And not only COVID, some students have got some other challenges also. So let's look at it, that how do you face the challenge and how these challenges makes you more bolder and better person as well. So taking this topic forward, let me have our first student mentor in the frame. Let's have Juhi. Juhi, welcome back again. You are pursuing your MBA. You recently joined in the month of September, October in
Yes,
2020.
yes, correct, correct.
And that was indeed a bold decision, right?
Yes.
Leaving India and knowing the situation, what's happening around the world, but still moving further with your decision to go and attend the class in Paris, in France. So let me ask you, the first question is that how your classes are going on at the moment. Are you learning online, offline? And also tell us about your decision of going abroad for higher education in this time.
Okay, so I knew that I am going to be very careful for myself. So I wasn't knowing that, like, I wasn't caring for COVID situation, and also my classes are going online. But when I had received over here, like I have arrived over here, that time the lectures were offline. So I actually enjoyed the offline lectures. So yeah, we had the both the lectures, but now currently we are having online lectures.
So currently you're having online lectures. So how many hours you attend the online lectures and how many days in a week?
So we have only twice a day, twice a week. Sorry, twice a week, and it's from morning 8 a.m. to evening 6 p.m. So
Wow.
it's like rest the week they give for work part time job or with their own time or anything.
Okay, great. So you are engaging yourself with a part-time job or with assignments?
No, I'm trying for part time job, but due to COVID situation and the scenario in Paris, it's tough. But yeah, I am doing my assignments and everything. They've given up. Like it's on us. The case studies and all are there.
Okay, fantastic. That's good to know. Thank you, Joey. I'll come back to you. Let me have another speaker meantime. Okay, let's invite Prachi. Prachi is studying in Australia, in Melbourne. It's most of the students' dream city, to be in. So, Prachi, thank you for joining us from Melbourne and share with me that I think you spent now over a year,
Yes.
in Australia. So, and now this has happened, So, first of all, how your classes are going on, how you're managing your studies in this present time, and how the university is offering the programs to you to continue your education.
So we have online and offline, like the lectures are online, but they have made like recently, just because the COVID situation is quite in control in Melbourne, they have started with lab works, which are on campus ones, for all the like the subjects which require specific laboratory work. They are on campus, and the university helps you with everything. They are there with they keep you on track. Okay, if you have any doubts, if not in person, you can email them, you can contact them through calls, and they're always there.
Okay, that's good to hear that. Thank you, Prachi. I'll come back to you. Thank you for your crisp answer. Okay, meantime, let me have Harsh. Harsh has joined us. Harsh, let me introduce you. You just finished your class and joining us. So, first of all, thank you very much for making that effort.
No problem, not at all.
Okay,
Thank you
so
for inviting me.
yes, Harsh Kotak. The surname is very important. It's a very bold surname, so it must be attracting a lot of attention.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
I can enjoy it.
okay. So Harsh is friends. Harsh is studying his masters in IT management at IUBH University in Germany, Berlin. So Harsh, how the classes are going on for you in Germany?
At the moment, totally online because of the
Totally
situation.
online.
Yeah, even the cases are rising rapidly these days again. So totally online. Yeah.
Right. So how many hours you attend the classes and how many weeks in a how many days in a week?
From Monday to Friday, so 5 days a week and almost for 6 to 7 hours a day.
Okay, so it's a very full-time engaging exercise for you.
Yeah, it's kind of, you can say, intensive course.
Intensive course. Okay, okay. So good to hear from you. Thank you very much. I'll come back to you soon. Let me move to Rylan. Okay, for the students who wanted to go abroad, but they couldn't take a decision to go abroad for some or other reasons, but still they didn't want to waste their time. Rylan would be the good example. So Rylan chose to be in the middle and to take a middle pathway. So Rylan, tell us, you have joined the online course at Budapest Metropolitan University for your bachelor's in tourism course, and you're studying from India, Mumbai, right, at the moment? Okay, so can you
Yes,
just
yes.
describe that how many hours you're attending the classes and how the classes are going, how the experience is being studying online?
The experience is very quite well. We have 5 days, 5 days in a week, around 2 to 4 hours. It depends on class to class, but the online education is very good. It's very good, and it is easy. I feel it's easy at such a situation. It's really good.
So why did you choose? I know many students may wants to know from you that why did you choose? Why did you wait for some more time? And why did you choose to study online?
Because I feel time is precious, and if I'll waste and I'll be like I'll do next year, then it will just waste a year of my life. So I don't want it to waste, and I just wanted to continue because you can't say what the future uh, holds. So it's better whatever you decided, you work on it. Don't change it.
Okay. I love that idea. So, friends, what we are trying to give you from this platform is just a different perspective of a different students, what they chose and how they're thinking. Maybe that you are still in the fences and you are still thinking what to do, or maybe you are planning to go next year. At least the insight of these students who are studying from Mumbai or from Germany, Paris, Melbourne, or yes. So these students would give you the exposure that will help you to take a wise decision. Thank you, Alan. I'll come back to you. So let's have Jui back again, and let's ask Jui. Jui, now since you're there in Paris, in France, we definitely been hearing a lot of challenging news, coming in from France
Yes,
on
yes,
various
yes,
notes. So
yes.
being a girl, first thing, you know,
Yeah,
for Indians, it's a big thing. Girls going for higher education, number one, and number two, you're all alone, and you
yeah,
still chose to go in COVID. Your parents
yeah.
allowed, and now the things change there, for worse. So how you're coping up with these challenges? How's life to be living in France now?
Yeah, like the first time I got to know like the terrorism and all is in Paris. I was hypered a lot and I was very much like, no, I want to come back India and all. I was very much demotivated and all. But after 1 2 hour, I continued my lecture session. Like my lectures were also going on, and I got to know that time the news were all there. But then I was like, no, I have to study over here. I've come over here to study and not all that. And we can be protected by being in the house. It's just that if you have the grocery shops are nearby, no need to travel anywhere. And now the Paris situation is very much cooled down. The terrorism is gone. Only COVID situation is there. Since by December it will open up.
Okay, so you're hopeful that by December the city is
Yeah,
going to open up.
reopen it. Yeah.
So, how you're managing your day-to-day activities in this situation for students who wants to know how is it
Okay.
like to be a student in that foreign atmosphere? So, is it safe to move out, go to grocery
Yes.
shop, and get the things?
Yes.
How easy
Yes.
it is to get the food?
It's very safe because over here the French people, not only French, all the people over here are very grateful. They are very helpful also, and they are very sweet. They always greet very good way, and also like we don't feel that we are not safe. Like if the neighbors are also there, they also ask like how are you guys, because they know the students are staying over here. So yeah, and the grocery shops is very much nearby, and there is safety. The patrolling is going on every night after 9. The police cars are there on round. They check whether the any stuff, any fishy thing is going on.
Okay, okay. So that's good to hear. But still, I mean, I'm all listening good things from you. But still, कहीं ना कहीं तो डर लगा होगा ना स्टार्ट में कि ये सिचुएशन
No,
ऐसी है नहीं नहीं
no.
अच्छा क्या
It's
बात है
on you. It's on you. If you know that you are confident enough and like you know that you can take care of yourself, then you won't be scared for this thing.
Okay.
I was just scared of the because the firing just happened a station ago. Like it's just a
That,
station ago. That's why I was hypered at nothing else. It's like the station is there now. The next stop will be over here. Anybody can come. That's it. But then it got to know it's not firing everywhere. It's just a specific space. That's it.
wow. So I hope and I pray that God should give a courage like you, what you have got it from, the nature. It must be there with other students also because I resonate with you on this point. That the life must go on. You can't just hide yourself, in this
Yeah,
big world.
correct.
You got to go out. You got to live your life. You got to make for your life, and nobody's going to make it for you. And I
Yeah,
think
correct.
you're the bold example, I would say, for many
Thank
parents
you.
who no seriously, because many parents who even have a son, they are worried.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
being a
correct.
daughter in India, in our culture, it's more protected, so we are more worried for daughters than a son,
Yeah, it
in
is there.
general sense I'm saying. But I think, yeah, I mean, your approach and your mindset is very strong, and this is what I would love my students to carry it from you, that this is how you face the challenges in the life. Thank you, Joey,
Yeah,
for enlightening us on this point. So I'll come back to
welcome.
you. Let's move to Harsh. Harsh, how's life for you in Germany, in Berlin? How's Berlin is behaving?
Berlin and Germany is really good. It totally depends on you as well. You have to be self motivating. You have to do something for yourself. And one thing you have to always keep in mind is there will be no one for you here. Back in India, everyone has this mentality, this tendency that I have my friends, I have my family, so people do not worry so much.
Right.
But here they have, like, they do not have to like be under stress, under pressure all the time. You have to like live your life, enjoy your life, and you have a lot of freedom. So you have to take the good opportunities. And
So how you managing your food, Harsh, now?
sorry.
In Japan? How you managing your food? So do you get it delivered or you have to go and get it?
Right now it's like kind of partial lockdown, so you can order food online, that or take away. Like only that's the only option. But I am a person who loves to cook, so I spend my lovely time cooking delicious food for myself and have a great time and enjoy my own company. And that's what you
Wow.
have.
So good to hear that. But Harsh, let us also talk about uh, some cruel reality, because when we see from here, India, sometimes students feel
Yeah.
that uh, is it not that difficult that you are all alone? I mean, you got to be self-motivated. That's right. But is it not that the fear creeps into your mind that what will happen since nobody is there around you?
I totally agree with you when you were talking to Joey that you really need to be very courageous to come here, because and what did I say? You, it's not that easy. Like people in India feel very fascinated when someone goes abroad for studying, but it's not that easy. You have to manage everything here. You have to cook, you have to work, you have to study, and you also have to spend good time.
Right.
Yeah, so you have to
Okay.
enjoy your time, you have to be happy, and that's the like most important thing for me, to be happy.
Right. I think I will take a very important line what you said, that you got to be on your own, and it's definitely not easy. You need to prepare mentally and physically yourself in order
Yeah,
to face this challenge. And challenge would come in any format. Today in COVID, tomorrow it could be anything. But if you hold on to yourself, then I believe that the world is yours. Thank you, Harsh, for enlightening us on this point. Okay, let's move on to this point to Melbourne and talk to Prachi. Prachi, how's the life looks like in Melbourne? Are you allowed to go to the university at the moment, and what precautions you are taking or university is taking?
Yeah, right now we are officially COVID free, so restrictions are all up. So before that, also when we were in lockdown, universities were not lectures were going on, but we were given an opportunity to go to libraries and study. There were specific timings given to us, like from morning 8 to evening 5, and then it got extended till 8 in the evening. You need to be very particular when you enter the campus, and like you need to be always wearing your mask. Social distancing is something which you need to follow. Sanitizing every time when you enter, you need to register, you need to swipe your ID card so that these people know that at this particular time this child was in the campus.
Right.
So yeah, these are certain things which every like the university takes care of. Along with that, university helps with everything. Like they have sent us mails stating that okay, this is what you should take care at the university, this is something, these are the rules which you need to follow, which these are the compulsory rules, these are something which you can be okay with, you should not be okay with. Yeah, so we were not even allowed to remove our mask at all in the campus. Like there were security guards, like just moving every minute you meet some security guy, okay, wear your mask. It was not even like you cannot even expose your nose, it's like all covered all the time.
In fact, we have recently got the same thing being done by the BMC here in Mumbai. So BMC is being very strict now. So they are roaming around the roads. So they are doing the same thing. Okay, good. So how you finding the accommodation and food? How you managing that thing?
So right now I stay with my friends. Like we are four Indian girls who stay together, And food and everything, it's quite easy to find here, as in there are a lot of Indian stores, like when you can get groceries and you can cook. Definitely there are Indian stores, all restaurants and everything also. So you definitely miss the spices of India, but it's okay, you can manage.
I'm sure you must be missing it, and especially your mom's cooked food. Okay, that's great. Were your parents worried when they got to know that you've been there in Australia for over a year now, but suddenly this happened, and then were they worried about you, that how you are going to manage, and were they making an effort to call you back in India? What was the situation like?
Not no efforts for me to call back, like come back, because my dad was like, you know what, you are there, just you are mentally prepared, I know it. So yeah, he always told me that. But at the same time, they used to keep on calling me, okay, where are you at home, are you sanitizing your hands as soon as you get home? Like I still remember even today when I call my mom, like, and I enter the house, when I'm out, I just have a word with her, and then as soon as I enter my house, she's always on call. Okay, sanitize your hands, sanitize your mask, and only then you need to enter the room. So yeah, these are certain things which my parents keep on.
I'm sure,
On.
and as I know your father, he's very entrepreneur, so he is very bold in his, by his heart. So it's good that that's a good, advice for students and parents who are watching this program, that this is how you behave, this is how you manage yourself as a parent, as a student, whosoever is watching this program or are going to watch after the recording is done. Guys and girls, this is the way the life moves in, and this is the way you face the life with a smile on your face. Thank you, Prachi, for inspiring all of us here. Okay, let's have on the same notes Juhi joining us. And Juhi,
Hi.
now after understanding what the situation is in France, talk
Okay.
to us. What opportunities do you still find, out of this challenging situation, if at all anything is there? Because I'm a person who is very opportunist. I'll always look out for the positive things. And when I heard you first time, you sounded me the same way. Do you see any opportunity, came in
Yes.
or coming in your way?
Yeah, because I have seen that people are using social, like by virtually doing all the classes and everything at max level, and like making the lectures and everything very interesting. And also over here people are now like meeting new people, going to the grocery stores and everything, meeting new surroundings and all the people. They are not scared or anything about terrorism, and also they are not scared about like COVID. They know that they have to take their precautions and they have to be. So yeah, I have seen actually the boldness and everything I've got from them only. And yeah, the in this situation I never thought, like the starting previous lectures I was attending in online, it was way boring. It was not at all like, I was like just on the lecture, mute and be off the video and just sleep. I used to do that. It was very boring. But yeah, the after two online lectures, they kept offline lectures. They asked the review, how was it? They took the review. They made one survey kind of thing, and they took everything very detailed. And yeah, then after that, online lectures were very amazing. It was hard to keep the video off. It was hard to take a break also. If man used to say or sir used to say, "Na, take 15 minutes break," we are like, no, we don't want break. And the lecture is ending, we are like, why the lecture is ending? Because they used to do everything in this 2 days only, because they know we are at home and we are going to be lazy, we are not going to do any assignments the
Right,
remaining days. So they used
right.
to make sure whatever we are doing in online, and it actually feels that we are sitting in the classroom only.
Mm-hmm. That's good to know. Friends, that also tells you what Joey is explaining is that it's a learning curve for everyone, not only the students, but also the institute is learning out of the experience, because they must have also not thought of that this situation will push them into this extent that the
Exactly.
classes are going to go online.
Yeah.
So maybe that they are not prepared good enough. And then it's good that at least they came back, they took the review, and then they are
Mhm.
trying their best to make the classes more engaging so that Juhi doesn't fall into sleep. So that's a good
But
thing.
yeah, the teachers also used to say, like, because I had written in the comment that I feel asleep when the lectures are on. So like the teachers used to ask, Juhi, are you asleep? You're fine. I'm like, yes, we
Okay,
have
that's
time.
great. Okay, on this note, let me have Rylan also joining us. Rylan, though you are studying from Mumbai at the comfort, at least with your family, however, what kind of opportunity have you identified out of your decision of doing this course online at the moment?
Actually, recently there was this opportunity that I grabbed. There was our university actually conducted a event, TEDx. So there was this talk show where the university wanted the students to get motivated. So they had organized this event where there were some speakers who helped us that how life will be there due to their disabilities. So this helped me to understand that how I can learn from their experience, and being so fit, I can uh, when they have this problem, they are still doing it. So when we are so perfect, we can do lots of things. So that's a big thing for me. So that's how
Okay.
university helped me.
Great. So the TEDx speaking as program kind of an inspiration for you to look at that person, who had
Yeah.
some disability. Okay, great. That's good. On this note, let's have Hirsch joining us from Germany. And Hirsch, what's your opportunity movement out of this COVID time as a student?
Uh, as a student, there are a lot of opportunities, and it totally depends on you as well. How you grab it, how you take the opportunity, and even here, what I've noticed and experiences, your past experience, work experience matters a lot. So I would suggest one thing to everyone is if you have the opportunity to have a work experience before studying abroad, that I would recommend everyone to study sorry, have a work experience back in their home countries in India, and later if you opt for higher studies, that would be great. But if you are not working and this is the only opportunity, then I would highly recommend that grab this opportunity and go for higher studies, because once you are out of your country, you are out of your comfort zone. There is a pool of opportunities. So yeah.
Right. Good. So, guys, if you're listening to Harsh and if you've already gained some years of experience out of your graduation, I think that what Harsh message is that it would be an ideal situation for you to come over here and use your earned experience back in India to ride on to that experience and get some more advantages, whilst being a student. And if you want to still go after graduation, it's your choice. But having experience would add an advantage to your profile. That's what Harsh is recommending.
Yes,
Okay, that's great, Harsh. Okay, now we talked about challenge, the opportunities. Let's also talk about the challenges, right? The life is never out of the challenges, never without challenges, and we
Yes.
got to also be very candid to discuss it so that student get very balanced view that this is life is not always rosy and green. I know there are some dark sides also to it,
Yeah,
but
correct.
again, you need to know that how to face those challenges. So let me ask you this question and learn from you and for our students' point of view also. To coming to Prachi, what are the challenges you faced while being there out all alone in a country which you have never traveled probably before? So give us some examples of your challenges.
Okay, so as a student, I guess everybody will be in the zone that okay, उधर जाके part time करेंगे, earnings निकल जाएगा. Earnings as in life living वाला earnings निकल जाएगा. I feel that this is one of the thing that you should be mentally prepared that part time मिलना इतना easy नहीं है.
Hmm.
It is not really easy to get a part time. I guess everybody here in the frame might might not
Correct.
disagree with the fact
I
that part
agree.
time is a really tough thing. And if you are the first person, I feel like when you enter, definitely nobody trusts you, but there should be someone who trusts you. But actually, there is nobody who trusts you. So this
Exactly.
cycle goes on and on and on. And to just break this cycle, I guess you will have to, get settled with less pay, or maybe, different types of jobs, of odd jobs, of cleaning and everything. Yeah, definitely. I feel everybody should be okay with having part times of cleaning also. I mean, I've seen people who are not okay with that. So that is one challenge. If you're coming here, please, please, please be okay with even cleaning anything. बर्तन भी मांजने पड़े तो कर लेना. Yeah.
Okay, okay, guys. So yes, that's what she's saying is absolutely correct. You got to be very much down to earth, because that's something which is as a part of the culture for being a study abroad student, and you cannot choose at this point of time. You are a student, so you may have to do some odd jobs, but that's a part and parcel of your life. And if you really want to earn something for your living, so you have to compromise on to what otherwise you may be thinking. Let's come to Jui. Jui, what's the challenges you face as a student, and how did you overcome that?
Okay, the first challenge was my food. I was not getting the homemade food. So that was my first challenge I faced. Yeah, but not the food. Like I managed it after a week or something. But yeah, the thinking of people was the very big challenge for me, because I couldn't change their mindset, and my mindset was would to bother them, and it used to poke them. So yeah, this was the main and big challenge I faced. So guys, if you come, be prepared. Nobody is going to understand you. Nobody is going to accept you the way you are, and definitely you are not going to accept them also. But you have to be sweet at the end. You have to be sweet.
That's very straightforward from Joey. That's true also, because neither you like everyone, and nor you would expect everybody to like you, right? So
Exactly.
similarly, you got to adjust yourself, and it takes little time in order to adjust in a foreign environment. But believe me, you do adjust the way our students have adjusted themselves. Harsh, what are the challenges you faced?
Yes, one thing is you have to be open for anything and everything, and I totally agree with what Prachi said and Juhi said. Uh, and challenges are there are. I'm talking for Germany, like as in here, if you are opting for non-technical jobs, there are a lot of non-technical jobs. But if you want to do a technical, like a professional uh, you have to make a professional career something which you can put it on your CV. So you have to prove yourself for it. You have to work hard for it, and yeah. So that's a task. That's what
That's
I'm
it.
facing right now. And to prove yourself is a kind of difficult, but it's not impossible. And
Hmm.
yeah, you can do
Right.
it.
Absolutely. It's not easy, it's difficult, but it is not impossible. That's very well said, Ash. Rylan, we understand that you are doing this program. So I'm sure that this would have not been very easy when you started, online learning by yourself with the university. And there must be some challenges also you must have faced whilst doing this program.
Yeah, there's one challenge that I'm facing is the time. The time is the biggest issue. As sometimes I have to be awake till 2 o'clock at the night because the lecture starts from 10:30 and goes right up to 2 o'clock. So that becomes an issue for me sometimes. But as in the initial days, I used to just on in the online class go doze off and go to bed. But as time got better, I started to get the habit of catching up with them. So that's the
Okay.
time thing.
Because of the time difference between India and Hungary. That's what you're saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, okay, that's nice. That's a very valid point. So, guys, if you are looking for studying abroad for first semester online, you need to be mindful of this challenge that there will be a time difference, and you got to adjust your habits, your living habits, to match up with the university timing. Thanks, Rylan. That was a very valid point which you raised. Okay, let me come back now towards the end of the questions, and let me ask Juhi. Juhi, share something which is very interesting experience you have faced, while being living. I know you've been living for last over 2 months or so, but still, I'm sure that you must have had some interesting experience to share with us and our audience.
Okay, so like there is one supermarket. So I had went for the grocery shopping, and there is a queue for billing, and obviously in all supermarkets. So there was one old lady. I can't say old, but yeah, she was an old lady. Like she couldn't bend, and she just got some big cooker or something, or I don't know, but it was very heavy and big. So she was like trying to pick the up and take ahead. Like she was trying it because there over here there is no trolley system. You have to buy the trolley and you have to go. And if
Acha.
you're, it's like that. It's not like in India, trolleys you get it in all the supermarkets. You have to buy the trolley and then you have to give the trolley back and take the money back. It's like
Okay.
that. So she didn't buy it. So I'm like, can I help you? And I just took the ones, I kept it ahead. Then one more ahead person goes, I took the one, I kept it again. But with me, one my friend was also there. So he's like, stop doing it, don't do it. They are not going to say anything. And I guess she got to understand that he's stopping me. But I'm like, no, I will do it. So I just told her, when the queue will be, go ahead. I'll keep it over there. By the time, let it be over here only. And then when it was done, then she was happy. Then I'm like, it's fine. So she was like praising me and giving me blessings and all. So I'm like, it's good. And when the billing counter also come, when we pay, they just tell the like, thank you for coming, have a good day, and like they greet us very well and they give the bill and we go. So it's like over here everybody are very sweet and good by nature. Like they just make sure the person is having an amazing day going. It should not
Mm-hmm.
go like blank. Like in India anyways nobody bothers to like, after like we are just in a hurry of like we have to just rush somewhere, so just they give the money, take the stuff, and just go. Nobody is
Mm-hmm.
there to talk to each other. Over here, people talk.
Yeah, I think it's a very small point, but I think you did a fantastic job by helping that lady. And in
Yeah,
return, you got an acknowledgement. So, friends, what Joey is trying to say is that you get a full fledged acknowledgement for even a small thing which you would do for others. And people do really appreciate your effort of being, being available for them even for that moment. Thank you, Joey. That was a good learning for all of us. Prachi, what was your interesting moment of living in Australia?
So I would like to add one experience of mine. What happened is I was going back from work to I was going back home from work, and in tram I just entered, and the next stop there's this one Australian lady. Like she's not that, she's in her mid 50s. So she enters and I just smiled at her, and I was like, oh, she smiled and she was a bit skeptical of asking me, hi, how are you? And out of like Australian culture, you tended to ask them that, hi, how are you? So she just asked me, hi, how are you? So I was like, I'm good, thank you, and how are you? So she's like, my day wasn't good, but now it's good because you smiled in front of me. And she's like, I
Wow.
really had a tough day at work, but just because you smiled and you just asked me how was my day, it actually ended up nice. So after some days, I meet her coincidentally in the same tram, and she's like, "Namaste, do you remember me?" And I was like, "Oh, I don't." I was like, "Okay." She's like, "You smiled at me at that particular day," and I was like, "Oh yes." So this is what I've learned, that acknowledging it, but later on appreciating it. She actually told her friend, like the other day she had a friend with her, and she actually told
Right.
her friend that this she smiled at me, and the day ended well. And then she's like, that this time Diwali was approaching, so she's like, happy Diwali, I know you are an Indian and Diwali is approaching. So I was like, thank
Wow.
you.
So, see, friends, one of your smile can make somebody else's day,
yeah,
and you don't know how and when it would happen. So that's very nice of you, Prachi. Being a very good ambassador of also an India. That as a country that the people also relate immediately when you are in foreign. This is also I experience. Whenever you travel, people immediately relate the way you behave with the country of yours. So I think you are setting up a very good example, being an Indian, that you're showcasing some very good values and virtues, which I'm sure that you must have learned from your schools and from your college or from your parents here in India. That's nice. Harsh, what was your wow moment or wow experience?
Uh, I would say I've learned a lot of things. I am a person who is always used to be around a lot of people. So I've started enjoying my own company. That's the biggest learning, and that's the, And I just take my bike and go on rides and enjoy the nature. So that's the wow moment I can say. And yeah, even I'm shocked. Like I started enjoying my own company, and being alone is something like that was not my thing. And now it's the most beautiful thing for me, being alone, enjoying the nature. Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, as an entrepreneur, we get to learn a lot from our coaches many a times that you got to spend time with yourself. We do not get enough time for ourselves. We spend time with everybody else, but not with ourselves. So, see, friends, this is how the personality gets changed when you change the location, when you change the country. There are so many things which you must have never thought of while being in India. It can really, I mean, just come into your mind and it will completely change the way you live your life, and you really appreciate spending time with your own self. What This is what Harsh discovered. That's nice, Harsh. Rylan, do you have anything to add on this particular point?
No, actually, at present, I haven't enjoyed such experience. So maybe hopeful in the future.
Okay, great. So Ryan is still here, and then he's hoping that once he's back to his university, where we have got some of the amazing alumni. We had Maz from Mumbai who already graduated, and then he had a fantastic time. So I'm sure next time when we will have you on the program, you must have some stories to share with us.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, great. So, coming to the second last question, uh, uh, two of you, I guess, Prachi and Jui, you did a Edge Out program from Aleph. That was a program meant to go beyond your documentation of application, visa process, and all. So this is where
Yes.
we usually teach the students how to behave, what is the culture, the basic etiquettes of food, grooming, etc. So let me have one by one your experience. That was that first of all, learning of Edge Out program was useful when you were there in abroad, and if yes, then in what way do you relate in short span of time? Now, just quickly give me the answer.
Should I start?
Anyone? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so as everyone says that once you enter, you step out of the country, like your home country, and you enter some other country, you need to be open minded. I feel Edge Out was a place which actually like it was a entire training which gave me an understanding of what is that things which you need to be open minded of. That question what is being answered with that training, like why, how you should be, what things you should be open minded to. Like the culture is definitely very different. So coming here and then getting into a cultural shock, I feel that has happened to a lot of people out here. Like I have a lot of friends who are, in a scenario, okay, this wasn't expected. And I feel maybe just because I was exposed to not exposed, but I was told that this is what the actual culture is about, the actual Australian culture. I guess I was mentally prepared with facing it soon someday. And yeah.
Okay, that's great to hear. Joey, what was your experience?
Okay, so my experience is like actually the agile session was very helpful, and it actually helped me to the max level because the main I was actually, I can say that implemented on me is my digital profile builder. The digital profile I built up through Agile was actually to the mark because in my class when I had to show the profile, so ma'am was like, your profile is already built up, no need to do any changes. So I'm like, so it
Okay.
was very proud moment that she was taking my profile as an example in the classroom. So it was very good. And yeah, grooming is also there because when I entered in this house, so everybody used to see that how I'm so, like, how am I so like organized and groomed, and I know like how to dress up, how to keep the stuff and everything because it was all pre-planned and everything because it was I was being teaching by the teacher and everything. So yeah, that was actually worth it session. People should go for that thing.
So, friends, both of our students who have taken our Edge Out program, it's something which is very unique, very exclusive to our Alif students, which we offer. And thanks to Bhavik, if you're listening to us, Parag, Bharti, and all other tutors who are the part of our Edge Out program, you are doing a fantastic job for helping our students to be successful, to be at least ahead of others, and be competitive, in that very competitive world, with the learning which they're getting from you. So I'm really happy, and I invite other students also to definitely look into this particular program. No matter what consultancy you come from, you can still join our program. So thank you very much. Okay, so let's wind up the session, but before that, we would definitely like to have the word of wisdom from our student mentors today, who have especially took out a special time out of their busy schedule with the time difference, etc., to still join us and be available with their insights. So let's go back to Harsh. Harsh, what's your one line success advice you would like to give it to our students?
It's not a one line. But I'll elaborate a little if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Uh, so get ready and guys, cheer up. If you are someone like me, mama's boy, or so you have to get out of your maga pallu, or if you are papa ki pari. A lot of things are coming your way. Good, and I would not say bad. A lot of learnings, because there is nothing like bad things. uh, all you face, all you experience is just your experience, what you learn something new out of it. And yeah, that's it.
Okay, thank you very much, Harsh. That was very nice. Rylan, do you have any one-line success advice? Because you are still ahead of many students who are still thinking of taking decision. You already took the decision. So, what's your one-line success advice?
As Harsh said, I have the similar thing, but I would say that all progress takes outside of your comfort zone. Unless and until you don't get out of the shell, it won't help you. So I would suggest all the students that try to come out of yourself and try to build up yourself. Don't be dependent on people. You are your own story creator.
Wow, so inspiring. Thank you very much, Ryan. That was awesome words. So, friends, be on your own. Don't be dependent, and you got to be matured to create your own future. Thank you, Ryan. Okay, moving to Prachi. Prachi, your one line of success advice.
Two.
Okay, two.
Okay, so one is this is my screensaver, which says the climb is tough, but the view from top is worth it.
Absolutely.
And second is there are which I say, which is something which motivates me to strive for the best, is there are thousands of university. Your university comes in the top 50. This shows that neither is your degree worthless, nor are you.
Wow, so amazing. Absolutely, yes. It's very much worthwhile to be there. And I'm sure that you would get a lot of success out of your presence in that particular university, Monash University. Thanks a lot, Prachi. Judy, what we can hear from you for our students?
Okay, so everybody gave the one line thing is actually, I also want to say it, but I'll add one more thing, which is you should be confident and open minded. You should never get demotivated if people will tell you anything. Time will come, bad time will come, but never demotivate yourself. Just go with the flow. You have to see that you have achieved something in your life and come over here and going to study and you have to prove yourself. So be just confident about it. Don't never doubt yourself.
Wow, so amazing. So, friends, let not other doubt you, let not other demotivate you, what Jui says, and don't doubt yourself by your own self. That's also very, very strong points, which are strong words coming from Jui. Thank you very much, guys and girls. You were really awesome with your insights. And I'm sure that there are plenty of things to pick up from this 50-minute session for our students and parents. And then it would really, really encourage them to take that next bold step, which you said, and as Rylan said very clearly, that you got to come out of the shell. Okay, great. So thank you, everyone, all my audience, students, parents, counselors, principals, whosoever watching this program. Thank you for your time, and thank you all our amazingly talented students. Because of your talents, you are there today, wherever you are. So I really congratulate you for being such an awesome student mentor. I remember that there was a time where we were there to mentor you, and now there is a time whereby you could add something out of your experience to somebody else's life, whether it's a smile of Prachi, or whether it's a boldness of Juhi, whether it's harsh, self-loving passion, or it's a Rylands going out on to be an independent. So really amazing, amazing to learn from you. So friends, that was a wonderful session which we had on studying abroad amidst COVID-19. Thank you all for joining us. If any of our listeners seek further information, please feel free to contact us on our helpline number, which is there in front of you, 99870 99890, or just write to us on our email ID, info@alif.in, and our smart counselors will be able to help you instantly with the solutions. My name is Aslam Sheikh, founder and CEO of Alif, signing out with a promise to come back again next week, same time, same day, with another interesting topic and some amazingly talented speakers enlightening you on a subject that matters you the most. Until then, thank you very much. Stay safe and stay excited.
Yes.